Obviously, the day was one of those exceptional days that it seemed as though everything was going right for our team. I thought our guys had a good focus. I think a lot of it is as a result of the respect we had for Clemson. I mean, we lost to North Carolina. They lost to them in overtime. And they had a 1-point loss to Virginia Tech, who's been playing very good basketball. A 5-point loss to Notre Dame. The game could have gone either way. They beat a team that handled us handily in Georgia Tech. So we had a tremendous amount of respect for Clemson coming in, and we knew that we had to be on point emotionally, mentally, in order for us to be successful. Now, I'm not real sure. We had one of those days that you have, one of those rare days where everything's clicking on offensively and defensively, and I also think that they are not nearly. We're not. I don't think we're that much better than them. The day is not a reflection of anything other than we had an exceptionally good day. They had a day when they were not quite hitting on all cylinders, and that's a bad combination. It's a great combination for us, but not sometimes real good for your opponent. I'm not real sure that we're 40 points better than them on most days. The day was one of those days that our guys just were connected defensively and offensively. When you can go what 8 for 8 off the bench from 3 with the guys that coming in, that's exceptional. That's a rarity in our business. We shot the ball exceptionally well. I thought we defended very well. We stuck with our principles, and that's what I'm probably most proud of, is that we're getting close to being who we are. You know, we're a team that has to play with that junkyard dog mentality in order for us to be successful. We gotta get the deflections. We gotta be aggressive with our defensive effort. We gotta do all the little things that in order for us to be successful. Today we were on point, executing all those little things, and I was very pleased with their exceptional focus today.
You said after the Notre Dame game that you couldn't believe, or you hadn't seen a team shoot 15 threes, and then in this game your team shoots 17 3-point shots. How big was that distancing yourselves from Clemson?
Well, I think that as a result of, in some cases, us getting steals and deflections and getting some open looks. But I thought that CJ and X gave us good leadership. I think between them they had 15 assists and 1 turnover. Those guys are looking for each other, making the extra pass. The area of our game that I told you guys that I thought we need to improve on is the one we got to get the ball into the post more. We got a little bit more, not as nearly as much as I think we should. We have to do a better job of creating opportunities for ourselves, for our teammates, by getting in the lane and finding people. We also need to reverse the ball a little bit better and see the whole floor. We still are not getting the ball into the post nearly as much. We still are not getting into the lane and doing what Notre Dame did to us by getting in and finding guys. But we are moving the ball a little better as a team, and I think we're making progress. Once again, even though I feel that we're moving in the right direction, the positive thing about this team, I still think we got a lot of room for growth and development as well. But I thought our teammates were very aggressive in looking for him. They realized he had the hot hand, and they were passing up shots themselves, moving the ball and making the extra pass, trying to take advantage of what they thought was one of those nights when he was hitting on all cylinders.
To score as many points as you did and have Jonathan make such a minimal impact on the scoring column, I think this game might be one of the stronger examples of what your depth, the difference it can make.
But I thought Jonathan's defense was excellent. I thought I thought that his ability to move his feet, get his hands up, shut down passing lane, contest shots, deny certain spots on the floor. I thought he was just totally on point defensively. And for a freshman to come in, a 16 kid to play a guy who's probably going to be a first-round draft pick this year and do as good a job as he did today, I thought showed that he's willing and he has the ability to to defend all different kinds of spots. We had not asked him to play a guy of his caliber. We put him on some of the best players for periods of time, but this guy was, blocking game is very strong. He's physical. He's smart. A great athlete. He knocked down his first 2 threes. He's an exceptionally good player, but I thought Jonathan, did as good a job as you can do for a guy of his caliber.
Prior to coming into this game, Bacon has only shot 35% throughout the past 5 games. Today he comes to average shoot 71% and 66% from 3. What has allowed him to do so?
Well, Bacon, people are defending Bacon. They realize he's capable of doing what he did tonight, and so they're making a tremendous effort to take away certain things from him. He's been working extremely hard on his perimeter shooting. He's gotten much better. His shot selection has been real good all year. He very seldom ever forces a shot. And for a guy who'll be our go-to guy, he's going to have an off night or two. The night was one of those nights where he was on point, and our guys were looking for him and showed that he's really been working hard trying to improve his perimeter shooting. And that's what we need for our team to be successful. We need to have a balanced scoring attack. And I think that the night, though, he was exceptionally on, and I thought our guys did a great job looking for him.
And when he is on point, and he played 17 minutes in the first half, is it tough to hold him out for a late game or when he's?
Well, every game takes on a different personality. He was doing an exceptionally good job defensively, and he was doing a good job offensively. So sometimes you take advantage of that. We very seldom play guys that many minutes in the first half, but his energy was up. He was defending very well, and you look and you evaluate and you make those decisions in relation to how a guy's doing. We like not to try to, because our style of defense requires a lot of energy, a lot of effort. We try to keep them as fresh as possible, but sometimes guys just cardiovascularly, sometimes they just you have to read that they're at an exceptional level for whatever reason, and so you just kind of go with the flow and you read it as a coach and make those decisions as you move through the game.
Coach, you closed the first half on a 23-4-1 run that really kind of broke the game open, and it's kind of been something that you've been able to find a way to do all year. Have you had a team either here or Miami that has just had that kind of explosive ability in the past?
Well, we're growing and maturing in those areas. We're challenging them mentally and emotionally to get themselves in that special frame of mind that it takes in order to be able to do things like that. We've been challenging them. We challenge them at halftime. We're trying to find a way to get ourselves over in that level that separates maybe sometimes good teams from great teams. We're still growing in those areas. We have 5 new players, and we have a lot of sophomores on the team that have not really been to that level. And so we're trying to teach and develop that mentality, that focus, that spirit that it takes in order to be on point all the time. It takes guys coaching each other, holding each other accountable, allowing themselves to be coached, eating right, getting rest, and staying in the moment and not allowing the noise to distract you. And that's a lot easier said than done. With all the social media and all the things that go along, all the distractions that you have to deal with. We're working very hard trying to keep this team in the moment, so we don't have one of those setbacks like I thought we did there for a couple of games.
Is it hard? I know one game at a time, but in a couple of weeks you're going to go back to Clemson. It's a very difficult place to play. You blew them out by 40. Is it hard to get that mentality back again that this is a team that can beat?
If you just kind of let us get through Wednesday, if you just kind of, I can't worry about what's going to happen to a couple of weeks from now. We got all we can handle come Wednesday. I'm going to try to make sure that practice tomorrow is at a level where we debrief from this game, and then we're going to turn around and start focusing on North Carolina State. And that kind of thought will get you in trouble. That kind of thought, worrying about the mental frame of mind you're going to be in for a game a couple of weeks from now, is what we're trying to avoid. That noise, those distractions, those kinds of thoughts that sometimes enter your mind that you can't absolutely let seep in. See, there's absolutely the only thing we can worry about is getting over the hype from this game and coming tomorrow and having an unbelievable focus. Realize what we did wrong, realize what we did good, try to improve and grow on the positive things, and then work on the things we know we got to prepare ourselves to be in order to beat a North Carolina State team. That's all we're thinking about.
One of the greatest aspects of this team is the quality of the depth. To have the 13 players come in and have all of them score, how reassuring is that moving forward?
Well, it was reassuring for this game, and we got great lift from the bench. Now the next game, might be another story, but we still got to try to figure out a way to be successful. I mean, it looks like the potential is there. I don't expect this to happen every night. I wish that it would, but I think I'd be, foolish to think that we're gonna get this. Tonight was one of those extra days, and we just got to see when can we. I wish we could ball a little bit of and kind of sprinkle it on our team here and there when we need it, but that's not the way it goes. I think that the positive thing is that our guys realize who we are, what we have to do in order to be successful, stand in the moment. We're a team that has to play with a tremendous amount of energy and a great unselfish spirit. And I think that's where our focus is, and that's one of the reasons why that we was as successful as we were today. Thank you very much, fellas.
Thank you.